Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to our Friday afternoon live stream, where today we're going to be doing some more Transport Fever 2. Now, speaking of Transport Fever 2, our monthly giveaways for January is 2 copies of Transport Fever 2. That's not 2 for one person, that's 1 for 2 people each. And if you want to take part in that, you can go to portal.masterhellish.net. I'm Master Hellish, you're the viewer. This is going to be brilliant. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Yes. I'd say I'm got this sort of confidence. Can you hear my voice isn't quite right? I'm still on the tail end of this cold thing that's been bothering me the last few days. Last night we had a slightly shorter live stream because I wasn't feeling 100%. I had a good night's sleep. I took it easy this morning, and we're back. We're back to do some Transport Fever. Indeed, yeah, that's right. Do indeed like and subscribe. I can see that we've got a good, approximately 4 to 5 times the amount of people watching as to likes. Yeah, get some likes on there. And the subs are currently at 575, with not too many to go. Did you liked? Did I liked? Well, hang on. We're not doing OpenTTD. Anyway, we're going to be doing Transport Fever. This is the Transport Fever scene. It's not open yet because we've got a few minutes yet. So if you want to get yourself a drink, get yourself settled in, you have got a few minutes before the gameplay actually starts. There's your timer. There. 6 minutes and 50 odd seconds. We're going to talk about what's been going on, the news and stuff. This morning, I took a bit of time out. I took my car to have its MOT, its health check, and I sat down. I went to Morrison's and had a cooked breakfast, and I met my dad there, and he had a coffee, and we just took it easy while my car came back 100% fine. No failures, no recommendations, fine. And I just thought, I got home and I thought to myself, what is the universe going to do to me right now? Because I'm sure that's never meant to happen when you have your car MOT'd. Anyway, if you're watching any of my videos or streams and you find something funny or interesting, then do indeed clip it on YouTube. It's useful for me and for the rest of the community, and enjoyable as well. No stormy weather. It's rather windy. There is a little bit of damage and stuff out front. Nothing significant yet. He says, hearing a bang outside. Yeah, there's a bit of wind going on out there. It is blustery. Wasn't too bad first thing this morning. Now it is quite blustery over there. And tomorrow I have ready for you, and it is 100% ready now. It was like 96.5% ready yesterday. We got a brand new video for a brand new series of a game that many of you, I'm sure, are going to enjoy seeing. Roller Coaster Tycoon is coming to the Master Hellish channel. It's coming tomorrow lunchtime. My first video is going to be up, and I hope you all enjoy it and give it some love, because it could be a very, very nice series. And whenever I mention this, like on Viewer Plus and stuff, people ask, oh, which Roller Coaster Tycoon are you doing? So I explain it at the beginning of the video, but essentially what I'm doing is the original Roller Coaster Tycoon scenarios using OpenRCT2. Okay. Now, and then next week we've got the 25% off for a year of Viewer Plus ending. So at the moment you could use Happy 2025 as a code to get a discount off Viewer Plus. Thank you very much to Snotface and our most recent sub, and Refus, one of our fantastic Viewer Plus subscribers too. We've got a few different ways to support me around here. Viewer Plus is probably the best way, really, to be honest. But if you don't want to go over to a different platform and you want to support me directly on YouTube, you can become a channel member as well. Getting close to 100 subs. When we get to 100, we'll do something special, that's for sure. So let's see if we can help us get to that point, eh? Yeah, it has some story. Yeah, the UK is getting battered a little bit. The UK is indeed getting battered a little bit. So there we go. Now, before we get cracking with Transport Fever, because we picked this series up, partway through a series, it was an unfinished series. It will end. It will probably end quite soon, because we've covered a lot of the map with railway lines and airports and ship routes and stuff. We could probably do a little bit more. And I'm not sure yet how long we've got left of this series. This might be the last stream of the series. We might do a few more. But what I'm asking you, and I've just been speaking to the Viewer Plus subscribers about this, what do you want to see from me next in this slot of my schedule? Now, I'm not going to be doing anything that we've already got on. So we've already got OpenTTD on, so we won't be doing more of that. And we won't be doing anything that I've already got planned in another series. And we won't really probably avoid multiplayer, because I think they're more of an evening thing, because more people are available in my evening times. But if anybody now watching has some ideas or preferences about what you'd like to see after the end of this series of Transport Fever 2, let me know. I mean, I've got an idea. I don't think it's a pretty good idea. I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to keep it to myself for now. But if you've got any thoughts, do let me know. There we go. Brilliant. Right, so that's all the hellos and news and all that sort of stuff and the reminders. Saw Bingus today. Bingus is upgrading his computer, ready for the LAN party. If I stream from the upcoming LAN party in a couple of weeks' time, I'll be streaming on my Variety channel. So make sure you're following on the Variety channel as well as this gaming channel. So go to my website. The link to the Variety channel is at the bottom, along with links to everything else. Everything. Like Twitter and Threads and what are the other things? TikTok, my link to my Instagram's there, my Reddit, all of that stuff, links to all of that is on there, as well as the link to my Variety channel. X4 Foundations, that's an interesting suggestion. Yeah. MS Cyclone, hello, welcome. X4 Foundations, let's have a quick look at that. We've got a minute or so before we crack on with the main gameplay. Oh, that was loud in my headphones. I know you guys won't see it, you won't hear it, but let's. All right, okay. It's a much more modern game than what I was expecting. Not sure it really fits in with the channel. I mean, it's a spacey game. It looks like an adventure simulation game, and they tick my boxes, but I'm not sure it would fit brilliant with the channel. Maybe. Keep an eye on that suggestion. You never know. It certainly looks like an interesting game. It says, is this game relevant to you? Similar to games you've played before. Kerbal and Manor-Lords. I wouldn't really thought that Kerbal and Manor-Lords are very similar games, but apparently this game is similar to both of them. Who knew that, eh? So if you've got any ideas while we're streaming, then there we go. Slightly more accessible than Eve. Then I don't like it. I want my games to be inaccessible, difficult, and silly, like Eve Online. I love I. Should you buy Transport Fever 2? Yes or no? Vote now. No! Don't buy Transport Fever 2. Take part in my giveaway. You've got 2 chances to get involved and... Oh, I just accidentally logged out of my own system. Hang on a second. The game's loading. The game's loading. Gameplay will be Gameplay wheel's broken. Gameplay starts timer's broken, and get rid of that. You know what? I should really fix that. It works for the evening streams, but in the afternoon it gets confused because it was never expecting afternoon live streams when I built it. By the way, the timer that was down there, the notifications that pop up down here, and even this widget, I built them all. I used to be a developer, so it's all integration through my website and stuff. So, Angleson, the percentage of winning doesn't go in your favour. Let me have a look. Right, I'm logged in. Right, giveaways. So currently, there's 58 people in the giveaway, right? So that means you've got a 1 in 58% chance of winning one, and a 1 in 58, not percent, 1 in 58 chance of winning the other. So, I mean, what's that? An average of 1 in 25? Hey, Joke, welcome to the stream. I mean, I would wait. I mean, when's the giveaway going to be announced? Next week. This time next week is when we're going to be picking the winner. So if you want to wait a week, you never know. You've got 2 chances if you if you join up, eh? Joke's going to make a poorly hellish blow through a whistle. There we are, Joke. Alright. Right, I'm in the game. Let's get the actual game save loaded. Game save loaded. Yeah. You used to be a developer. Yeah, I was made redundant from my work. The company I work for closed down, and then I was like, well, I suppose I better make some content then, because that's all I've got left. So I could have gone and tried to get another developer job, but to be honest, I was already creating some content. I wanted to see... Oh, I've got an error. There was an encoding overload. Momentarily. Just for a tiny blip. And now it's gone. I've got no drop frames. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't trust that. You got an arrow to the knee. Yeah. Recently found out the name of OpenTTD. Always seen... Always seen your elder brother play and never knew what it was called. And you've already got 50 hours on it. Love your content and learned a lot from you. Well, thank you very much. I do recommend the tutorial playlist. It is kind of in the middle of having a revamp at the moment. There's some more newer videos that I've added to the tutorial list. And there's some older videos that are kind of going to get replaced by those newer ones, but are still on the list at the moment. So over the next few months, that list is going to get a little bit more updated, but I think it's all still pretty relevant. I mean, OpenTTD is 20 years old, and the game it's based off is 30 years old. Not a lot of the core game has changed in that time. A lot still applies. Right, the game is finally loaded. It took its time. Let's go over to it. Here we are, Transport Fever 2, everybody. So, folks, last time we got a new industry chain around Anvil Bay up and running, okay? So we've got some oil coming in down to this refinery. The refinery is then turning the crude oil into uncrude oil, which is then coming across this chemical plant and creating plastics, and that's going into the goods factory. But we are also getting iron ore and coal, taking them across this bridge down to this steel mill into this island, which is an expansion of Riptown, and then that is being transported back to be the goods factory as well. Joke says, I've got an arrow in my spine. You don't put arrows there. It's not the best place to keep them. And it seems to be going pretty good at the moment. There's a few things that are overloaded, I think. I'm not sure. Like, we've got a lot of iron ore here for some reason. And I'm not sure why, because we've got plenty of trucks to be able to pick that up. I do like this roundabout. I didn't think I'd be able to build roundabouts, like my own custom roundabouts, in Transport Fever, but to be honest, they actually work quite well. They work quite well. Not perfectly, not kind of City Skylines 1 with that mod. What's that mod called? It's the traffic management mod. Or is it actually traffic management? It escapes my brain right now. What some of the Viewer Plus subscribers are talking. Fran the Man, you think City Bus Manager might be a good game to try out? I think if it's a game that I've played before, I wouldn't want to do it as a stream series straight away. Like, I'd want to do like a trial video or something first. Yeah, there is a roundabout in the road intersection, so you go straight, but it's this. Like, it's this little one here, and it's got one lane. It's rubbish. It's pants. It's so mine's better, and that's just too big. Like, where would you fit that in? There's not a single bit on the map where... Oh, actually, maybe it'd fit in there. There we go. There we just about fit it in somewhere. You can increase the number of lanes and radius. What? Oh my goodness, you are so right. Oh, that's cool. I'd never noticed that. To be honest, this settings thing in the bottom right-hand corner, this thing, it needs to be not there. I don't like it there. It's too out of the way. When you click these things here, I feel you should get like an extra bar that comes up here. But I'm pretty sure a UI designer would say that that would be encroaching into the center of the screen too much. So I'm not sure. But it's too separate. It's just too separate. There's a gap. Where's my mouse gone? This gap here? No. If anything, right, then it should be an add-on that comes on the side like this. That like pops out. Like context sensitive. Having that like attached to the side of here makes it have some sort of awareness that it's related to what you are doing. Having it bottom aligned to the corner and having the gap in between here, I don't like that design. Sorry, no. Okay, you're right, Joe. Yeah, I very often miss that panel, and I'm saying it's not my fault. Okay, folks, right. So I've just gone over what we did last time. This time we're fixing things up, okay? We need to try and get the profit through the roof. We've got about 260 million in the bank, which is nice. Let's have a look at the chart. Look at the finances. We're only just pulling in more profit each year by the looks of it. We got a graph. I like graphs better. Where's the graph? Chart, table, balance. Oh, here we go. Balance. So bank balance here is shooting up now because we've been doing some good stuff. But I want it to shoot up even more. So we need to fix a bunch of stuff. First things first. What's this? That's street traffic. Emissions. Look at this. I think we've got a pretty bad negative effect on emissions around the world. The airports are definitely not doing great. Yeah, we definitely need more monies. I think some of these areas are not too bad. Having the airport pointing out over the water, that's actually a real good plan. Because over here, the airport just is on land, and that's not good. Do I need to subscribe to enter the giveaway? No. Anybody can enter the giveaway. You do need to have an account registered on my website because that's how we handle delivering the prizes to the winners and selecting people. But having an account on my website is free to do. So as long as you've got an account on the website, you can go into the portal and just enter the giveaway. And if you're selected, you get a notification sent to you, and you've then got 25 days to claim your prize. That's how that works. So there's a few bad things, and we can have a look at them. So first of all, let's have a look at vehicle statistics. No, wait, line statistics. Let's see if any of these lines are doing really, really bad. Okay. The Heritage Railway doesn't count. That's never going to make us any money. Doesn't matter. This Ger-Anstey and Ger-Sti-An service, this is still relatively new, so I'm going to ignore that for now. Which means this Nix fuel service needs sorting out. Why is the Nix fuel service not making us any money? So it's picking up fuel from here. The rate is 305, which is good. We have one train and the finances are terrible. Oh my goodness, it's costing a fortune to do and we're getting next to no income. Hi Max, welcome to the stream. Now let's try and figure this out. So we've got... Where is it? This is the fuel refinery where we're making the fuel. And we're connected by this road going under this tunnel to the railway station here. I mean, it's a bit of a slope for our vehicles to go down. And there's some graphical issues, but we'll ignore that. There's not a lot of fuel waiting. Has this train ever delivered any fuel? Where is it? Okay, there it is. So it's actually on its way back now. Okay, Shizzle. It's not going too bad, thanks. Over the last few days I've been a little unwell, but I'm getting better. Getting my energy back now. Speaking of energy. Yeah. Today it's not water, it is actually Sneak that I'm drinking right now. Usually I have one of these in the afternoon on a day where I'm streaming in the evening, or in the afternoon stream. So I usually have one in the afternoon. Right, you see it's on its dedicated line there. It looks like it's only delivered a max of 40 fuel. I agree, it does look like that, doesn't it? It's definitely costing us a lot of money to run that service. And I don't know why. It's not and it's only just coming back as well. I mean, it looks nice. But again, how much? There's only 11 fuel. Why is there only 11? I think that might be the problem. There's not a lot of fuel. Is there not a lot of fuel because there's no demand? Let's go all the way down to Nixtown. Right, according to this... Yeah, there we go, look. We are maxing out the supply needed for Nixtown. It only needs 24 fuel. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's the reason why not that much is being delivered there. What about Fred next to sea? That needs 46. So maybe we should just be delivering it there instead. Can we do a partial delivery? Let's have a look. So the train's going to wait here because it's waiting for access to the main line. Oh, hang on. No. Yeah, it's waiting for access to the sideline at the moment because the other goods train's coming. So if we could get it to deliver some at one place. So it comes down here. Goes through this station. Now, we'd have to create an extra platform. But let's just pause the game because I don't want to mess the orders up and then mess other things up. So let's just say if we wanted to go to this station as well, we could do... There'll be no loading. Load, level, unload. Can we do a partial unload and then move on to the next town? That's what I was wondering. I mean, it's not letting us do anything right now. And I think that's because of the type of platform that it is, maybe. So we ideally need another line or platform to it to... There's no room. Midday Transport Fever 2 stream. Oh yeah. Right, temporarily I'm going to change. We'll put a little platform in. Just to see if we can actually get this to work. Oh, it's too curvy. Right, okay, right. It will only unload what is needed, so it can drop off at multiple stations. Yeah, Franderman, that's what I'm currently thinking. I'm also currently thinking I'm a bit warm. I've got this hoodie on. It's 21 degrees in my office. Ugh. Let's get rid of this. Goodbye. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so it can drop off to multiple stations. I think that would work better. So the let's just double check. Oh, where's the orders gone? Where's the train gone? There it is. So, what I was going to say is that if we tell it to go into this platform here, does that platform not count as a... Oh, it's a different one. Oh, hang on a second, hang on a second. Let's remove that one. There we go. Right. Yeah, we could then do... Oh, that's a load level and whether to unload, so it doesn't do anything else. Click on the industry to see where the demand is. Is that some good info that we get? Consumers. Oh, you know what? I've never looked at that before. Oh. I think we already... Do we already get some into Fed Next to Sea? Where's Fed Next to Sea getting anything from? Not sure. Okay, let's get a station in and try and do it so that we deliver down here. The only problem is, it's going to be difficult to put this station in. And it's going to be on the wrong side of them. No, you know what? I think we'll be alright. We're going to just need some major reconfiguring. So first things first, we're going to remove this station platform because it's not actually connecting us to the south side of the street since they put that building in there. So we'll get rid of that. And then we'll put more cargo platforms in. There we go. And then we'll get the track in next to it as well. Okay, it doesn't want us to put track there, probably because of this building. Well, it's not a building there anymore. Huh. Still doesn't want to. Maybe it's this building as well? Yes, it was that building as well. It's weird. So then, that's where we can drop off. We need to get back onto the main line. So, here, I had a temporary line that kind of jutted out, right? But we don't need that. And the interesting thing is, this is the goods line, right? So we've got the goods line next to the passenger line here already, and it's already on the correct side. We merge it onto the passenger line to allow extra throughput under this bridge and stuff. So if we remove these buildings and roads and replace them, there we go, we can then just change this line. So let's extend the dedicated goods line. Dedicated goods line. From here all the way round to there, and then it can just come straight through the station into the goods line. Now there is this is a dual track for the goods line, then it goes into a single track, and then I want it to potentially go back to a dual track again to allow it as a pass in place. So let's do that. So I'm going to go here, and then we'll come off there. We'll do the same thing over here as well. So there we go. So we've got the goods line next to the passenger line, and I'll put some signals in. So we go Which way's which? Oh, yeah. So we're going into the single section that way. And we're going to go into the single section that way. So that allows a good bit of passing as well. Could probably actually just whack a few more signals in there. Oh, wait, they're not one way. Why does the game not default that for me? Yes, one way. I don't think... I can't remember ever needing a signal that wasn't one way. Now, I don't know if that's my playstyle or what, but there we go. Right, so we can now come into this station, drop stuff off at this platform. I don't know where we're going to be able to go next. I do want to reconfigure this, though, to get a passenger... Oh, hang on. Do we need a cargo building? I think we do, don't we? Yeah, we do. Where does it need? Where's it needed to go? Let's have a look at the overlay for that. Okay, so it's in the middle of town there. Okay, let's configure the station again. It's a pretty big cargo building. Yeah. Well, I don't know if we definitely need a cargo building to like connect ourselves to the street or not. But let's put that cargo connection there, so we're at least connected to the street. And then we'll add... Oh, I can't put the cargo building there because there's a collision. But what we'll do is we'll just modify that. Cargo building right on the end. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's trying to put an end on the platforms. And it's colliding with all of those tracks. No. No, we don't want that. Presumably, yeah, it's going to try and do the same over there. Oh, that's a shame. We could probably fit a bit more of a cargo building over here as well. There we go. More cargo. Right then, in that case, let's put... Can't put a passenger entrance or anything like that on this side. What if I put a passenger platform? Right. Does that line up with other things? We can get the under bit. I think that should go all the way under. And then we can have like a little passenger building there. Yeah, there's a passenger bit that goes all the way under the ground there. Right, track. Trackety track, track, track. We'll put that back. Now, that's one side of it all done, which is fine. Now I've just got to make sure I do the other side, which is not going to be fine, because we need to cross over all the track. Now, what's this over here? There's a crossover there for some reason, and I have no idea. Oh, it's a double slip switch. Why is there a double slip switch there? Oh, is it for a train that used to terminate? I think it is. Let's... Right. Let's show you what I mean. If you don't know already... This is the line we need to be on, heading out that way. Right under that arrow. And just above my head here, that's where we currently are. So we've got the main line going this way, and the main line going that way. And then we've got the side extra station going this way, and the side extra station line going that way. All of these houses are going to get obliterated. I think it might just need to be a terrible line that bends. Because I can't think of any other way of doing it at the minute. It's just going to have to kind of come out here, go through all these buildings, across these two lines, and then connect up here. Or, instead of that, maybe it can come across these houses, stay this side of the track, come all the way down here, then connect on. That might actually be best. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that because of the bridge. But let's see if we can do it. So, ideally, we want a piece of track that's stuck to the side of this track. And then bends round and connects there. That's going to be a lot of buildings gone, but never mind. Hang on a second. I know construction's not possible. I don't want it there. It goes under the bridge. Okay. Well, that's not too bad then. And then maybe we could... Can we do it on the bridge? Can we have a bridge junction? Like a partial... Like... this? Huh. I've never done that before. Got a 3-track bridge and then a 2-track bridge. Okay. It looks like that's what we're doing. Now, this... Oh! You know what? Bridge junction achieved. Yeah, upgrade the bridge. Oh, do I have to? Do I have to upgrade the bridge? You're right, I probably should upgrade the bridge. It's going to slow the trains down, isn't it? We might actually need the bidirectional signal. So, that... Okay, hang on a second. We need a signal on the way out. There. And then we need a signal on the way out... here, which is bidirectional, and then this needs to be a double slip switch, and I think we'll also have a few more signals, and these ones will be one way, one going into that junction there and one going into that junction there. Yeah, friend, man, I was a couple of seconds ahead of you. Yes. Right then, there we are. So yeah, maybe we do need to upgrade that bridge. Tools. Tools, tracks, tools. I think I'd have to remove the bridge to upgrade it. I'm not sure. Okay, let's have a look at the orders and see if we can get this train going multiple places. So, manage vehicle, no, manage line. Now we're going from Anvil Bay, where we're picking this stuff up, down here. And then let's remove all the other stuff. There we go. So we're going to go from Anvil Bay. Then we're going to come through to the station line platform 2 at the exchange over here. We're going to go all the way down to Nixtown. There's a separate cargo platform here for that one as well. It terminates and then goes back, but when it goes back it shouldn't go through... It has to go back through the same station it went through on the way there. I guess that's fine. Can we do non-stop? I guess it is non-stop, isn't it? With the way that these work. Okay. So, I've finished messing around with it. Let's press play. So what's the situation of this right now? Where's it going? It's on the way to FedEx Exchange. Okay. Let's follow it and see if it causes any problems. Because I think we're going to be okay. I'm not sure. Oh, we got rid of some roads and stuff that I need to put back. Must remember to do that. I'll remember to do, because there was some road coming under here. So this is the goods line following the passenger line. We're going to go through a bridge. And the dual line has gone into a single track and is now coming into the cargo section. It will stop here. We've currently got nothing on board anyway. Why have we got nothing on board? Is it a thing because I deleted all the platforms in the line's orders? I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so how well does this slip over here work? Under this interesting road bridge, alongside the passenger main line, and then we're going to slip onto the main line. We've got a green light from the signal. There's the double slip switch that we're just going over. We don't double slip right now, we just go over it normally. And now we're actually using the passenger main line for a section of this journey. There is no dedicated goods line. Now, the dedicated goods line comes back again here. Okay, it goes off to our left, but that's for services going past Nixtown. So for goods services going to Nixtown, we continue on the passenger network. We don't really want to keep them on the passenger network for too long. There's the autosave. So the goods line has gone. We're borrowing the passenger network again. You can see trains and stuff all moving around in the background. We can see one of the passenger trains coming the other way. We slip off here. This is a double slip switch that we're using. And we come in and drop our cargo off, which at the moment is nothing. But I'm hopefully, when we come back and check this this particular service a little later, it will be okay. Now, I'm not quite sure why it's calling it Desborough at Nixtown, but that's what we are. There we go. So that'll turn round and it'll do the reverse journey and it should be fine. We'll come back and check this train soon. Right, let's have another look. So that train's the worst one in the universe, but I think we might have fixed it. We've got some of our ships and stuff that aren't making a massive amount of money, but all of them are making a loss of under $1 million. Kind of feel like I'm okay with that. What's line 1? What on earth's going on? Line 1. I saw it on the list here. It's a non-line, right? Yeah, it's got no destinations or anything. Let's delete that. There we go. We don't need that. How much are the planes making? We'll have a look at that in a second. I've just noticed we've still got a steam train here. Oh, it's so battered and old. I think there's more rust than train. Oh, poor thing. Falling to bits. Barely making its journey, maybe. I mean, it's making money. So that's alright. Let's check all the planes, all the planes there. There we go. So a couple of streams ago, the aeroplanes weren't making any money, and it's because we had too many aeroplanes. I deleted about half the aeroplanes, and now they're making their millions, which is nice. The heritage steel line. No, I don't want loads of heritage lines. We want to fix that. So let's have a look at the lines, all the trains. Right, what's the worst trains? Apart from the... Right, so there's the one that we just fixed. Then there's the Is that the main line? Or they're individual trains? No, we want to look at lines. There we go. So there's the Nix Fuel Line, the Heritage Railway, and then all of these here. I think these are all generally doing quite well. The main lines, 20 million each. This one here seems to be pretty much at capacity quite a lot. We might actually need another train on that line. Let's have a look at it. So it's this big, big pink line that goes from Jacktown through Lordtown. Then it goes to Gledville, Partytown, and then down to Brandonville. There are only 2 trains on that line. Which is not a lot of trains, actually. So let's... Should we upgrade those trains to high-speed, high-capacity trains? Manage vehicles. Replace selected. Okay, let's have a look. So they are currently using the dual stock, which goes a top speed of 200 and carries 198. The main line is using the TMVs, which goes faster, but carries less. And then there's the Ice 1, which goes almost as fast as the TMV, but carries a little bit more. Is a little bit more expensive to run. But the dual stock is actually very cheap to run and carries a good deal amount of passengers more. Yeah, I think we ought to add one of these. Let's just clone one of the existing ones. Boop. There we go. So the rate on that line is now 462. What actually was the rate on the line? Or is it the stations of frequency? I have no idea. I don't know, but that was doing quite well. Right, now, where's our steam trains? Here they are. The Jack Steel service is making money, but the trains are extremely old. We should probably look at our old vehicles and sort them out, eh? Vehicles. Condition. Very bad. Okay, there's no... Oh, they're the trains that are in bad condition. Wow, some of our main line trains are in bad condition now. Huh, maybe we should start changing them. Okay, let's start at the top. Right. We've actually got trains that are in bad condition as well as the steam trains. Just put them in a museum. I mean, that'd be nice. We can just imagine that they got sold off to a museum when they got replaced. So the Jack Steel line. Okay, we need to manage these vehicles. The Jack Steel line, where is it? It's over here. It comes from, where's the steel mill? Here. Down here. This is where it starts. And we want to change these. So let's manage these vehicles, change them up. Oh, hang on. Instead of just replace, can we do modify? Edit selected vehicles. There we go. So if we get rid of the engines and we change the locomotive. Now, which locomotive are we using for most things? One of these two, isn't it? I think we'll use the newer diesel. I don't think any of the electrics are. So this electric one is comparable to the diesel's speed, and it's got a bit more pulling power, but it costs an absolute fortune to run in comparison. I think we're okay with just this one. No, I want to do this train. There we go. Right. So it's going to cost us 15 million to upgrade those trains. And hopefully that will be good. And actually that puts the rate up slightly. Oh, we should change the wagons because they're rubbish as well. God, yeah, those wagons have got terrible capacities and stuff. Hang on. Wagons. Cargo. We want the one for carrying... What are we carrying? Steel. There we go. We want the flat thing is. There we go. That's got a good capacity there, I think. There we go. I think we might not need 120 capacity, 120 capacity. Let's remove, because we're going faster, our rate's going to be better. So our rate was around 400. Let's modify these two and see what we get. It's going to cost us 40 million. Okay, it's going to take a moment to calculate the rate. Yes, so the rate now is 499. So we can probably remove one more. Yeah, there we go. So we actually made them slightly shorter. But because they go faster, we'll be alright. Could just change the maintenance. Oh, that's just going to cost us more money without fixing the problem, that is. Right, there we go. Now, which one was we looking at? Here we go. So that's that particular train sorted out. Let's now do the Jack Mech line. No. Yeah, the Jack Mech line. So the Jack Mech line is this longer line. You can see the train there leaving now. That delivers the mechanical parts to this island. And they get split out by trucks. So let's manage these vehicles. There's 2 of them. And we're going to replace them, completely replace them with the same diesel that we just did, and the wagons for the cargo, all the ones sort of carrying mechanical things, these ones. So add that. Right, I don't know what the kind of rate's going to be on these ones. We'll maybe need to change the length of them. It's going to cost us 36 million to upgrade them. Yeah, I think the rate's a little high. Let's just modify these vehicles. Just take a wagon off. Yeah, there we go. There we are. No need to have the train longer than what it should be. There we go. Oh, well, it's brilliant that we can actually afford to update and fix all of these vehicles. So, apparently the condition of those ones are still very bad. Oh no, that's a different service. The logs train are in bad conditions. It might actually be... Well, look, that one that's empty is overtaking this one that's full. That's cool. Right, yeah, so we've got these logs lines, right? We need to upgrade these vehicles. So let's just see. If we replace the whole vehicle with log carrying capabilities... Let's just see. Is that train a little too long? Nope, that's perfectly fine. So that's one done. And the other logs line is almost identical. So replace that vehicle with a new diesel and cargo wagon. Did I just add the wrong wagons to the other one? Let's check. No. Nope, that looks good to me. Right, how many more of our trains are old? So we've got the above the rail line train. So we need to sort that one out. Where is... Oh, that's on the El Rob Jan line. Which is this little line. We've only got one train going up and down there? Wow. Okay, yeah, it's a passenger service between those places. Let's update that. What's our normal way of dealing with that passenger service? It's just a more modern engine and more modern... Right, okay, so that's fine. Let's manage the vehicles, replace them. We'll go with our diesel. Well, we want a bit of a high speed, don't we, for the main line? Alright, hang on a minute. Right. No, go. No, get rid of that. What about one of our electric ones? This commuter train has a good capacity of 99, costs 3 million a year to run. What is the capacity of this one? Let's have a look. The capacity of this train is 84. So we would get a boost to its capacity. Top speed 125, 130. So we get a little bit of a boost there. Running cost per year is a little bit cheaper. But the value is, look at the value decreasing. 6%. It's really small. Value is just disappearing. I think this commuter train is probably a good one to replace it with. But can we add extra carriages? Yeah. Okay, I can add that on the back if we want more capacity. So let's replace that. Still called, the train's still called the same thing, so that's fine. And now the main line trains are being called into question. They're getting a bit old. The Anvil Tools service, those trains need upgrading soon. I think medium we're going to leave. But yeah, the mainline trains. Some of these are in good condition. Some of them are in very bad condition. How much would it cost to completely replace them? Okay, so we could... So there's the super fast one, which is 9.7 million a year. There is the slow one, which is 6.8 million a year. Or there's the one in between, which is 11.5 million a year. It has a higher capacity than our current trains. Nearly as good a top speed. But costs a good chunk more to run. I think we should do it. It's going to give us a higher capacity, which means we could probably drop a train. Oh, I just noticed something. It's 282 meters long, which is too long for our platforms. No, can't have that. So our current train is 203. Oh, did I make our platforms longer then? Oh, I might have made some of the platforms on the main line longer to be able to cope with that. So how many? Yeah, look. You can see I built an extension. So how long are they? If we go and build a normal station. Okay, so they're 240. These stations are 240. Okay, let's go back to what we were doing then. Manage vehicles. Replace them all. So how long's that? 282. Okay, so it doesn't. We can't handle the ice. So it's either the slower dual stock with high capacity. We could replace it for exactly the same train with the fastest speed, or go with the commuter train, which has got a very low speed. I think we're going to have to just replace it with exactly the same vehicle. It's going to fit, and it's going to cost us 201 million to replace them all. Oh no. Oh, that's expensive. Is there an easy way to upgrade the platform length on the whole line, or do you have to manually do it on each station? You have to do it on each station. Yeah, it generally isn't too bad. Depends how long your line is, how many platforms there are, whether the city's grown around them or not. I mean, for this one, for example, at Anvil Bay, right, Anvil Bay North, it wouldn't be too bad. We just have to like knock the end of this road off and just put the next bit of platform on. It shouldn't be too bad. You just configure platform and pop it in. In fact, I wouldn't even have to knock the road off. But for other stations, for example, fed next to the sea, it could get a little bit complicated. You see, we've already extended this station once. Do you think I should extend it and put the other trains on? Hey, is that what you're implying? Hang on a second. There we go. So yes, I mean, we could potentially do that, but I don't know. We do need to upgrade some of those trains. What we could do is just do the ones that need upgrading, rather than all of them. We could just say, okay, that one's in very bad condition, that one's in very bad condition. Let's replace the selected train with exactly the same train, but with a slightly lighter blue colour. And then that's it. It's going to cost 100 million to replace those vehicles, and there's only 2 of them. I think for the main line, we're going to have to keep it that train. I don't think there's anything else we can do, because either the other trains are too slow or too long. I think this train is our middle ground. So let's replace those 2. Yeah, why aren't we using the better trains on the other main line? So for this line, presumably the stations are too short. How long's that one? Let's measure it against this station. Yeah, so this station is a 160, which is why we probably use these slower trains, because they fit better. So on the main line, we use the blue superfast ones. On the secondary main line, we use the slower ones. And on the smaller lines, we use these trains. Actually, that's an example of the wrong train. Kind of wish we used these trains on all the lines, even though they're slower. Oh look, we've still got a steam train. Is that the Heritage Railway? Oh, that's the Heritage Railway. There we go. We've still got the old track as well. Hello. I love how the Heritage Railway, the line just cuts across the main line. Goes straight across it. Okay. That Nix fuel line actually is carrying some fuel now, so it might be working. This line here, I keep referring it to the main line, and we didn't name it the main line. So you know what? The main line. And then there's the other one, this one, the other main line. So there's a primary, and then there's a second main line that came in. There you go. So we've got the main line and then the other main line. I'm tempted to change the main line to the same vehicles as the other main line. Just went to drink from this. I hadn't had the lid screwed on properly. That would have nearly gone all over me. We definitely would have had to clip that. Right. Right, folks, 43 people watching the stream on YouTube. Glad you're all here. If you're enjoying it, do give it a like. We've got 19 likes on the stream at the moment. And if you are not already subscribed, please consider doing so to see more content like this. Let's plays, tutorials, and what's the other thing? That begins with a C. I'm not very well. Give me a break. Challenges. That's it. Challenges. Right. I want consistency, folks. I'm asking the chat now. Right. We need to decide. I would like to use the same trains on both the main line and the other main line. Which train shall we use? Okay. So this one is the slow one, but has good capacity. And this one's the fast one. But you can't get quite as many people on board. But we can just have more trains. Now, I can't remember which one's more expensive to run. So we'll have a look at that in a second. So let's have a look. Manage vehicles. If I just pretend I'm going to be replacing them all, we can have a look. So this one is 6.8 a year to run. Oh yeah. So the one with the higher capacity and slower is less expensive to run. Yes, so it's more expensive to run. So we either go faster, less capacity, more expensive, or we go slower, more capacity, cheaper. That's the decision you lot need to make now. And then this one is a nice happy medium. It's not that fast, right, for smaller lines, but its capacity is quite good. And that's what we're going to use from the smaller lines. Oh no, the ice one is too long. It's too long. We can't have that joke. So we choose for the main lines. You're choosing between the TGV, the fast one, and expensive, or the slower one, cheaper but with more capacity. That's what you're choosing right now. And on all the other lines, I might upgrade the trains. So this one, I might change it to the commuter train. We only got one commuter train on this line. Might only need it, actually. Yeah. So, for this one, manage vehicles. Let's have a look at replacing them. So, if we replace both of these trains with commuter trains, it would cost us 19,000. Each one would have a capacity of 99 instead of 44. And the speed would be 130 instead of 140. So we would boost our capacity. What's the running costs? 1.9 million, 3.2. Actually, I think the commuter train, overpriced. Passengers pay more for faster travel. That is true, Fran the man. Oh, I just realised something. If I do upgrade the second main line to the TGV, we have to upgrade the stations as well because they're too small. They are too small. So you know what? I'm not going to upgrade them all. Not with that train, I'm not. In fact, the plate where we've got the commuter train, I am tempted to change it to the 160 with the passenger wagon. Like that. Just add one more for a slightly higher capacity. Because it's still got good pull-in power, good top speed, and the one we've currently got running is a little bit slower, less power, and more emissions. It's only slightly cheaper to run. So I do think I'm going to do this upgrade. It's going to cost 14 million. We'll get round to that, and we'll do the a few road vehicles first. I want to know what you guys think about the main line. So, Jasper says go for the high capacity. Ken says the other main line earning more than the main line. Maybe. Let's have a quick look. Balance. Nah, the main line is earning the most. In fact, the other main line is not earning money at the minute for some reason. It's doing really, really bad. Oh, I threw an extra train on. That's why. Let's get rid of one of the trains. I misjudged it. I added an extra train and it was just too much. Okay. That's how you kill a line, apparently. So there we go. Now, this line, the Take Star, has 2 of these vehicles. They're really expensive to run. I'm wondering if we can get better capacity trains and better speed trains for a cheaper price. Okay, so this is the line, and if we look at the details of these trains, there we go, highlight both of them and replace. If we put this locomotive in with a couple of these passenger cars, that means we get our capacity from 99, actually 99 is a good capacity, to 110. It's only going to cost us 25 million to replace them, and the top speed will change from 130 to 160, and it will cost less to run, I think. So it's 1.3 plus the wagons, though. I didn't think about the wagons. And the wagons are going to be, about 2 point something. 1.3, 3 point. It's going to be nearly 4 million. Oh. And then in this case, this commuter train, that actually works out quite good. Ah, you see, I never thought about the wagons costing more money. That tipped the balance for me. I thought this was really expensive, 3.2 million. No, this train here costs a lot of money to run. Because it's 1.3 plus, half times 5. You like how the slow ones look. The other main line, yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, we're doing some good decision making here, I think, folks. Let's have another look. There they are. Look, the other main line's profit is shooting up. Tell you what, let's change the main line's trains to the same as the other main line, because I reckon the main line trains are getting slowed down by corners, by cargo trains, and other stuff. We could probably reduce the amount of them and still have relatively good money made. At the minute, it's making 10 million. If it's disastrous, then we can blame. We'll blame Rafa. Here we go. Replace. So it's going to cost us 20 million, but then I reckon we can sell one. And that'll give us 41 million back. Infernal Badger says, maybe as this is the last Transport Fever 2 stream, while you should add the XXO Maglev mod and make a line with that. Well, what I was thinking is we've done 2 vanilla series of Transport Fever 2. Maybe at some point I'd like to do a modded series. But I would like to be able to test the mods, have a go with them, see how it works and that sort of thing. I don't like to just throw mods into, streams and Let's Plays that I'm recording. It's too unreliable for that. Hello, Hot Dog. Right, so the rate at the moment for this line is 546, and that's doing quite well. It's making around 8 to 10 million, okay? I'm going to replace all of these vehicles, but then immediately sell one. It'll get us 40 odd million back. The rate that has gone up, so we've got more capacity, and hopefully it's going to make us more money. There we go. So the 2 main lines are now changed. The Take Star is actually a good one to do. These vehicles here, I think I need to change them. Because originally I was calculating stuff wrong. So what I was saying, I was going in here and going, oh, this is only costing 1.1 million a year. But then I was forgetting the other 1.5 million that it's costing for the wagons. add that on, and it's over, you know, 2.5, and you've got a relatively slow train that is only carrying 66 people, when we could have a faster train carrying 99 people. So for only a core 23 million, there we are, we replaced them. Probably do that on all the passenger lines, actually. Why wouldn't it let me manage the vehicles on this line? Oh, there we go. Let's see if this bankrupts the company or not. Oh, there it is. It was there. It was just behind. If all of these services start making even more money, we know we made the right choice. Okay, that's nearly all the passenger lines. Got one more. Obviously, I'm not going to do the Heritage Railway. The next fuel train's still running empty. Well, we need to take a good look at that then, don't we? Right. That's all the passenger lines that aren't main lines and not the Heritage Railway sorted. Wind the next fuel line. Let's have a look. It's currently empty. It's on its way back to fill up now. It's literally on its way back to fill up. And there's a lot of fuel waiting this time. Last time it came in, there was only 8 units of fuel waiting. Now, there's 45 units of fuel waiting. Yeah. So if we look at the financials for that train now, it did improve. So it was kind of like, eh. And then we made our change and it's gone here. I mean, if it keeps going up, that's good. I mean, I don't think it's going to. But we'll see. What supply like to factory? Where's the supply? Oh, no, sorry. Oh, the suppliers. 100 from one oil refinery. Transport 100. Yeah, the shipment's just low. We've got loads being stored. We've got loads of stock. We're just not shipping much. Yeah, we're transporting 100% of what's needed. So it has gone up. It has improved, but we don't need any more. Is there anywhere else we can drop it off? Jacktown doesn't need it. Riptown doesn't need it. Jebulous City doesn't need it. Robtown doesn't need it. I mean, Jantown does, but that's like miles away. Absolutely miles away. Anywhere else round here? Oh, Old Timtown. Old Timtown needs it. But again, we won't be able to take that there via the train. So yeah, I think it's really just the demand of the towns. It's not a worthwhile service. Although demand has increased a little bit at one place. Here we are. Our new trains are coming round and in. Yeah, coverage. That's a good point, Fran the man. I didn't think about the coverage. We'll check the coverage in a second. What I want to do is check to see if any of these lines have gone really bad. Okay, the main line is currently still making about 7 million. So we haven't killed it by adding those trains, by changing the train type. Some of these aren't doing as good. Yeah, money has dropped. in the finances, but I have been spending a lot. I've been buying a lot of new trains. So that's, I don't know. Right, yes, let's look at catchment. So if I click the town, there we go. Let's get the cargo overlay up. So here, that's where the fuel's required. And we are supplying that far, I think. Yeah, okay, we've got complete coverage in Nickstown. It does look weird today, doesn't it, OpenTTD? And let's have a look at Fed Next to see for coverage. Okay, so the fuel's in the centre of town here. I'm not sure we have got... Oh, we might be short on some coverage there. Let's just check. I think we're okay. These buildings here and those buildings there. Looks like some buildings we are missing out on. A tiny bit. I'm not sure how to improve that, to be honest. I mean, we'd do a transfer service, but... How do we improve the reach? I'm not 100% sure. Trucks, do you think it's really worth it for 2 buildings? As far as I can tell, it's just these 2 buildings here. I don't think it's going to be enough. Might be this building here as well. Let's have another look. No, it's not. Yeah. Oh, hang on. There are a couple of buildings back here as well. Oh, but we do cover them under the catchment. It's worth it for when the city grows. Yeah, check to see if so the supply isn't fully satisfied. It's pretty close. Okay. Just wondering if I can do any sort of cheekiness with the configuration. To like push the connection a little bit closer. But we're connected there, and we're connected here. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a brilliant lamppost placement, isn't it? The door opens, bang, straight into a lamppost. Maybe if the street was upgraded? I'm not sure. I just think that the train is just not worth it. It's not... The demand is just not worth running that service all the way down there. Looks like some of our stations are getting a little overloaded. Yeah. Okay, so... let's have a look. We have... this... coal station here... where we... let's see... We only want to load coal. Is a little bit overrun. Okay, let's manage these vehicles and clone one. That'll help. And then we've got a bunch of passenger services that are just completely overrun. Like this bus stop. This line just is not coping. So let's manage these vehicles. Let's change them for the latest passenger vehicle. We go electric, I think. It'll help with town growth. It's also a lot cheaper to run. I know it hasn't quite got the capacity, but it's certainly got more capacity than what was there previously. And we'll clone one. Hopefully that'll fix that. New street. Let's have a look. Yep, that's... Oh, it's a tram service, this one. Maybe we need to update the trams. Okay, replace selected vehicles. No, that is the best and most modern sort of tram. We can't do better than that. It's electric. You know, it carries a lot of people. Okay, if that's the case, we'll just clone it so there's another one. There you go, we've got an extra tram going around now. Let's have a look. Okay, some of these situations are improving now. This bus stop, we've just added more buses to... Really, maybe this should be... This should maybe have trams now. I don't know. Definitely needed an extra bus. Might even need another one. No, let's make it 4 buses. Sort by cargo. I'm sorting by overload at the moment to try and find out which ones are most overloaded. So there's this this place down here. This is overloaded, but I've only just added a tram, so hopefully that'll be okay soon. Riptown here. Really, in Riptown, I mean, this is a tram service as well. Oh, we've got older trams here. Let's update these to the newer trams. They carry more people. So that'll probably help with the situation there. So then we haven't got any overloading problems. Cargo. Anvil Bay. We've got a lot of spanners that need picking up. On the Anvil Tools line. Maybe that needs improving. These vehicles probably need updating anyway. So let's update them. And let's update them to a better cargo. This boxcar thing. There we go. Right, what's the capacity of this? 120. What's the capacity of these trains? 78. So we're getting, well, we can even drop one of these off. We're still up in the capacity. There we go. Hopefully the capacity increase there will help. Got a lot of fuel sat around at Brandonville transfer. No, oil, sorry. Condition of road vehicles are getting bad. Yeah, I know they are. We've got a lot of vehicles, especially ships. They're in very poor condition. Okay, let's have a look at just the ships. Okay. We need to replace these ships. Let's have a look. So we want cargo ships. We're carrying tools. So we could use this tug. I think it's a lot slower. Let's have a look. Top speed 30. Top speed 30. Oh, it's the same. Capacity. Oh, capacity is higher. I think these two are probably the best sort. These two towboats. The capacity is good. Cost per year is a little bit more. And okay, so they're a little bit faster and they're a little bit more capacity. There we go. Sorted. Next up is that vehicle. You're also carrying tools. Yeah, let's get these ships sorted out. Now, make sure they're still profitable. I mean, they might not be. Maybe we need to look at cheaper ones, like these ones. They're a little bit slower, but they have a good capacity and go faster. So these guys aren't profitable, I don't think. Maybe we can look at profitability separately. Okay. Yeah, let's go with the slightly smaller one. Carrying tools, aren't we? Capacity 175. Still bigger than our current one we're doing, so there we go. And then we got these planks and tools ones. That one's carrying tools. I think that's just going to be a like-for-like replacement. It's an old vehicle. These plank ones, again, probably a like-for-like replacement. The rate's pretty good on that route. So that's doing good. Oh look, our fuel train's back. Let's check its finances. Yeah, it's not doing great. It's not doing great. There's not doing a very good service at all, that isn't. We've got quite a few hovercraft. Oh, actually, none of them are very bad anymore. We've just got some that are bad. So we'll leave them. Look at these road vehicles. Oh my goodness. So these ones need upgrading. What are they carrying? Planks. Right, cargo. All cargo. The urban e-truck. The capacity, I think, is a lot less. And I don't like that. So let's go with this one. You could downgrade the fuel train. Oh, that's an interesting one. Just make it shorter and make it a cheaper engine, maybe. As long as it's quick enough. That's a good point. And it costs less to run. We'll do that. Okay, we got some coal trucks. Wow, they're old-fashioned coal trucks now. Yep. They definitely need replacing. Oh, there's one of the new trains. Let's manage these vehicles and replace them with new coal trucks. These ones? It's those ones. Ooh. No, it's the dump truck. The dump truck has the same top speed but carries more. Also, that means we've got too many of those, so we get rid of half of them. Can I get rid of one more? No, we need another one. Good. Let's have a look at that fuel train. Near Anvil Bay. So this is where the fuel train comes in the next fuel line. Let's manage this vehicle. So its capacity is 160, but it only needs a capacity of 60 or so. Let's have a look at the information from here, the refinery. So yeah, okay, so Nixtown is 25 and Fed Ecstasy is 42. So in theory, if we're taking a full load for both towns, that's like 67. So if we aim for something around 70, that'll be cheaper. So let's configure this train. A capacity of 70. 80! There we go. We're going to get 4 million back, and it's going to be cheaper to run. It's going to be a... wow. I think we got rid of about $1 million's worth a year. Okay, we'll come back to that one again shortly. Check how it's getting on. The egg planks service. These vehicles need replacing. Let's replace all of them. And we can get rid of a couple of them now, I think. That should do. Yeah, downgrading the fuel train was definitely a good shout. And we're doing logs, so we'll replace all of these. And I don't think we need all of them now, so I'll get rid of a couple. I'll probably need one more, actually. There we go. Wow, we've got a lot of really bad vehicles. So we've got this group of vehicles which is not making any money at all. Why are you not making any money? Okay, let's go have a look at the line. So it's this line here. It goes from this mechanical island into Riptown and back again. Riptown requires a lot of these cogs, but we're not getting enough, I think. I don't think we've got enough supply to meet our demand. I don't think that we're having a full shipment either at the minute. Okay. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. Let's upgrade these vehicles. And what's the demand? 261. Let's at least have enough vehicles to potentially meet that demand. So replace, and we're doing cogs. So we want this one. That's way too many. We'll sell one. Yeah, 258 on the rate of that one. Hopefully that helps. I doubt it will. And more vehicles. Wow, loads in a bad condition still. Another one that's only just making enough money. So this one is delivering 195's worth. 195. Okay. Well, we've got too many road vehicles for a start. Let's upgrade them. And then we'll sell a load of them to get the rate down to the right amount. 195 I think we want to be going for. So we'll go in around 200. 261. Can we get rid of one more? Yeah, 209. There we go. The ones that go into town because of pollution. Oh, I didn't think of that. Maybe we'll change that. I don't think the pollution's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. We can upgrade that. We've got a bus service here that's got very bad vehicles. So we'll just directly replace them with the best passenger service. There we go. Same for this bus service. All of them will replace for the best electric passenger. Then we got this logs line. We need to upgrade all of these vehicles. Log carrying vehicles. Wow. We've got way too many vehicles now. Let's sell some of them. Wow, there we go. Sorted. Looks like you're using an old slow road on the entrance of the truck stop. Yeah, over here it looks like, look at that. It's a terrible slow road. I don't think we can upgrade it though without rebuilding it. And that's what I'm going to do. Streets. Let's see. There we go. Right, and then somehow... Yeah, I did one up. No. Maybe? What about, can I come out the middle of that? No. Okay, let's try that. And there are traffic lights there though, so I want to remove the traffic lights if I can. Tools, traffic light, no traffic lights there. Don't seem to have a choice about whether there's traffic lights here. Get rid of those traffic lights. What if I click here anyway? No, I think they're ignoring those traffic lights anyway. Hopefully that'll help. Pollution only affects how fast towns grow. Yes. That's pretty much it, isn't it? You want the towns to grow to make money. Right, the bad logs line. That wants to be 500 and something. Let's manage the vehicles there. Get loads of log vehicles. Costs us 16 million. But we're also going to sell a bunch of them back. Wow. These new vehicles are a lot more better than the originals. Sell a lot of them back. There we go. Okay, we've still got a lot of vehicles that are in very bad condition. We'll maybe come back to that. Let's have a look at the lines and see what the balance of the lines are. Wow, the main line is making more money than ever before. Isn't that great? And I think it's because we changed the vehicles. We've got a high capacity. Throughput's going good on that. Yeah, bigger towns, more goods demand, net positive. As a general rule. Definitely, it's a general rule. Let's just check. Okay. Right. Now, obviously, the Heritage Railway is doing terrible. That's fine. But we've got a couple of... Yeah, these lines aren't doing great. We've got two lines on this island. One goes one way round. One goes the other way round. And they're not doing very good. And I'm wondering... Shall we amalgamate the two lines and just have one of them running? Or just reduce the number of trains, because we've improved the trains. Let's do that. So we have one good train running in each direction, rather than having two rubbish trains in each direction. I bet that'll make those two lines a lot better. I mean, the fuel train's not doing quite as terrible as what it was before. Actually, let's go and have a look at that. I mean, we might be able to make a cheaper a cheaper version of this, because if it's a lightweight train, it's going to get up to top speed quicker. Maybe. Not seeing any passenger trains nearby, so it's not getting in the way. Finances. Finances for this train aren't great. I was expecting a much bigger reduction. Then again, we have only just changed things. So, what's our month? April, 44. Yeah. Well, we just went through the bridge junction there on the slip. Well, I'll tell you something, folks. We have been spending a lot of money, and the bank account still has over 100 million in it. So that tells me that I haven't broke everything. This train shouldn't stop here. It should just go straight through. Right. Can we reconfigure this vehicle to have an even cheaper locomotive? So currently we're using the 1.3 million one a year. Yeah, we could get the cheaper one that's faster. Okay, it's got a little bit more emissions, but it doesn't need to have as much pulling power, right? Because it's going to take time to get up to top speed anyway, and it would be a little bit cheaper to run. None of the electric ones are any good. We could downgrade the engine a little bit. I'm not sure about that. Not sure. Nah. Look, let's leave that one. We'll leave it. It might be okay. I mean, how much is waiting? We've got 34 units. That's all. It's not a lot waiting at all. Just a couple of tanks. Quick fill up. Off we go. 36. It's hardly much, is it? Oh dear. Right, let's have a look at our lines again. So, the two that I made the change on are still making negative money at the moment. Oh, and I think they're doing worse than they were before. I'm not 100% sure. I think maybe they are. I mean, the main line and the secondary main line are doing brilliant. So that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so the fuel train service just isn't working. Heritage Railway is not costing that much money anymore. Can we... See, the condition of those trains is actually medium. Should be able to change the maintenance. Yeah, maintenance is currently set to high. Let's put the maintenance at very high to make the condition of those vehicles the best they possibly could be. There we go. So at the minute we've got 36 fuel on board. That's it. I've never seen such a small wimpy train for a long time. Why is it still sat there? Oh, it's because the tools train's coming back. They do share parts of the line. Not a lot, but a few bits. But at least it keeps them away from the passenger trains. There you go. Got a coal mine closing down. I don't think that's going to cause any problems. Okay, let's see. Has demand gone up? 56 for fuel. It's not great. It's not great. But overall, I think we're doing really well. If we look at the account, I spent a lot of money, right? But look at the company value. I started spending money. Company value shoots up. Isn't the electric train going to get up to speed faster? Right. Probably. Where is... Where's one of our trains? No, that's not it. There. Right, okay. So if we look at this, and we said we were going to change it. The diesel train has a top speed 160, 1.3 million a year. We look at the electric train that gets like up to speed faster, 4.5 million a year to run. So it has to be a very profitable line where it can often get up to top speed for long distances to be able to be worth it, in my opinion. And I don't think it's worth it. I don't think that Euro dual train is worth the 4.5 million a year running costs. I'm not sure these airports are really worth it. But the aircraft are actually making relatively good money. So if you look at all lines, the aircraft are actually quite near the top. The Anvil Tools service is actually making an absolute fortune now we've upgraded the trains. Which is good. There's a load of road vehicles in here now. All these old trucks definitely need replacing. They've been driving through this tiny little square of water. So yes, an electric would get up to speed a lot faster, but it's going to cost a lot of money. So we have got a lot of lines making a lot of good money. Okay, and we've got some lines that aren't making as much. Main lines up to 18 million, yes. Changing those changing those trains over, increasing the capacity, definitely did really good on that. Definitely did really good. Looking down here at the bottom, I'm trying to see if there's anything obvious that needs changing. Some of these ships might not be the right sort, maybe? Might be a little bit too big, but they're not making massive negative numbers. It does look like this commuter train maybe not the right sort for some of the smaller lines. I think we need to look at a smaller, cheaper train service for these guys, because a lot of those train lines have got down the bottom of the pack there now. So let's have a look. So this train here, it costs us 3.2 million a year to run. Okay? If we can change that for a different train that's a lot less to run, so maybe if we have that engine. Now what's the capacity of this train? 99. I don't think we need that capacity. There's only 37 people on it at the moment. So if we got 2 of these, I think that would do it. And they cost about $500,000 each. So it cost 2.1 million a year to run, rather than 3.2. And be cheaper. And have a higher top speed. Which means they pay more money. So I'm going to replace... Whoa, hang on a minute. I'm going to replace them. I'm going to replace that one. And this one. .44, 45 capacity. There we go. Some of these services just don't have the demand needed for these vehicles, and changing them was probably not the best idea. So how many's on board of that one? Oh, that one's nearly full. Okay. So I can change this one, but I do need a couple more. So I need that engine and maybe 3 or 4 of those wagons. So if I get 4 of those wagons, that's about the same price in running costs. But it does go faster. So this one goes a maximum of 130. This one will go a maximum of 160. And if they get there quicker, that's more money. Higher rate on the line. I'm replacing them. I'm replacing them. I think that might help. Let's do this one exactly the same. I think that might be a good plan. So let's just fast forward a little while. And we're going to see how well some of these changes pay off. I'm not going to buy any more trains for a while, or any more vehicles. We're just going to see what happens to the money. Does it start shooting up? And what happens to the amounts of money in the line? So we want to look at the bottom of the line table here, and we want to see, do all of these trains at the bottom start making a little bit more money? Okay. And I think the answer might be yes, because some of them are moving up already. Look, this one, the Gelstel-Ans line, okay, that's not losing as much money now. In fact, I think it moved up the table considerably. Let's just look at trains for a moment. There we go. So these ones down here are still losing money. I don't think they're losing as much money as what they were. They're doing better. Main line's now up to 19.2 million. Hi, Elaine. You really missed the things on the top of the train that were connected to the power line. Yeah. Pantograph, I think is what they're called. I think they're called a pantograph. Yeah, look at that. These ones are no longer making minus 2 million or 1 point something. They are around the 500,000. Yeah, they might even start pulling some profit. Bluetooth power. Wireless power. So, I think we're looking good. I think some of these lines are almost making profit as well. It makes me wonder whether the take star should be changed. Oh, I think they should be. How many passengers have we got on board? 58 on that one. Yeah. So if we switch to this with an 88 capacity, it's faster. So does it do 241? Or do we need another passenger carriage? 214. Oh, the capacity's gone down a little bit there on that one. This does appear to be working out better. Right, where is the lines? There we go. Oh yeah, those trains are all doing much better now. Even the Nix fuel line's like almost making some money. You know what? I think if we get the Nix fuel line and change it to the slightly cheaper engine, it might actually break even. Take the engine off, go to the slightly cheaper one. It is slightly slower with less pulling power, but it is an incredibly short train. So let's find out if that actually makes it break even. I wonder if we can get all of the lines making money except for the Heritage Railway. That'd be quite good. Let's turn this upside down so we can keep an eye on that. Right, so this is one of the passenger services that's going backwards and forwards. Let's keep an eye on the Nix fuel train. Should we ride on board? There we go. Going really quick, isn't it? So we've got 46 on board. We just stopped, dropped to load. We've still got 19 on board, and we're going to go drop it off at Nixtown. 180, 188 kilometers. Oh, we're on the right side of the track now. Maybe we need a few more signals to help things run a little bit smoother, because we've got more and more trains on the line, Maybe they're stopping a little bit more, taking longer. Maybe if we put more signals on, things would flow faster and we'd get more money. So let's do that as well. Signals. Right, we've got no signals in this section of track. Let's add some here. And then we've got no signals in this section of track of the main line. Let's add some here. And here. And here as well. Trying to improve the flow of the traffic. This section of track doesn't have any signals. I don't think it really needs, but we can add them. Let's put some in here. Really improve everything we can. One of them is the goods line, so I have to be careful about which line I put the signals on there. This section of track's quite long. Let's do another one here. I think we're probably alright on this section. There are a few signals down there. There we go. More signals means more maintenance costs. Yeah, but can't be a massive amount of maintenance costs compared to slowing down trains and having them wait. The last thing we want is our trains having to wait around for ages on these lines for other trains. Making the journeys take longer. There we go. Now, let's have a look on this line. Oh, we've got a good number of signals on that line already. Okay, it's just the main line on kind of this section where we was missing a good deal of signals. And now look, we've got like 1 million trains all coming through the same part of the track at the same time. So this fuel train's having to sit here and wait because this train's having to sit here and wait. But not for long. Main line's gone down to 10 point something million. Not sure why. Season? Okay, so we haven't managed to get every single railway line down to a, to the point where it's making profit, okay? But we've done quite well, okay? That fuel service is just never going to work. But apart from that, we've done pretty good. Like at some moments, all our passenger and other lines are doing great. Hey, our main line's back up to 19 million. 19 million now. And what's our graph looking like? Oh yeah, money is shooting up. I think money is shooting up like never before since the beginning of this live stream. Look, company value is shooting up. Money is shooting up. Here comes the other. Well, that train just went straight through there. Woof, gone. We've still got quite a few vehicles that are quite old in the towns. There's the fuel train coming in. Still not making a profit. I think that's going to be my failure of the series. A failure to make a fuel service make profit. But if we change it from just trains to everything, we've got a big long list of successful lines there. And if we switch over and ignore the Heritage Railway and the fuel line, then we've got a lot of lines that are doing really well, because there's a few here that are kind of breaking even or making a small loss, but not a lot. Okay, folks, I'm going to take a quick break there. We will come back in 5 minutes with some more gameplay, more fixes and more sorting out. Let me know in the chat what you want to see me sort out and fix and do when we get back, and I will see you in 5 minutes. Let's have a look at the operating. Oh my goodness, look at the operating profit there. Somebody went for the money.
I don't know how he does it. Well, I do, but...
There is no secret in it. It's just one passenger line. I'm now
How?
building out my core network.
How on earth do you do that?
Listen, there is the station, there is the tracks and the trains. You can see the orders. There is no witchcraft involved.
Witchcraft. He's a witch.
I shall continue to accuse you of witchcraft.
Tell you what, I'm going to put a terrible junction in, and we can upgrade it later.
Later never comes.
Never gonna upgrade it.
Yeah,
Later
we are.
Never comes.
We are going to upgrade it. This isn't open TTD.
It's turning into it.
In fact, that was on the rules that you had to accept on the website before you got into the game.
I didn't have to accept the rules.
Yeah, I know. I gave
You
you
just
the,
gave me the
I
details
just gave you the
directly,
details,
so
yeah.
that means I have no rules to play by.
Oh,
no.
Oh no! I gave Spiff no rules.
I'm free of your mortal constraints.
This is it. This is the end times, everybody. That looks like the back plate.
Well, there is already something on there. But I think I'm going to have to remove it. And the big question for me is, does this already have thermal paste on? And the answer is no. So I'm going to have... Uh-oh, there's a lake and I have to get across it. Oh, I've got that new ability. Where is it? There we are. We will just levitate across the lake. Got that last level, I think.
Levitate. Yeah, it's pretty handy.
Oops. There we go.
So we allowed 4,000 road vehicles total across the entire server, or
Nope.
4,000 road vehicles each?
We're going to break this server if possible.
Oh, let's do it.
It's a dedicated machine, so it might be able to handle it.
I'm a dedicated machine.
And then, in theory, we should be heading almost straight back to where we need to be. Yes, we are. Right, how close can we get this? Here we go, here we go, here we go. And now! Wow, that building is pretty tough.
Well, you can't eat oil.
Have you tried hard enough?
Potentially not recommended.
Actually, no, on this charity live stream representing Master Hellish, I would like to say that we here do condone the consumption of oil as a healthy breakfast snack.
I hope nobody clips that. The question was, using something like in terms of energy, please describe the motion of a ball as it is dropped and then bounces back up again. What they were looking for is that when it's at the top, it's full of kinetic energy, and when it gets to the bottom, that kinetic energy... No, sorry, the other way around. It's got potential energy. When you let go, it turns into kinetic energy. When it hits the ground, some of that energy is lost in the form of heat, and then the distortion turns that kinetic energy's direction. It goes back up again and back into potential energy. That's what they wanted.
Science with Hellish.
It's not what I put. What I put was, is when the ball's at the top, it's at its bounciest maximus. And when the ball's at the bottom, it's at its bounciest minimus.
Wow.
I got no marks in a telling off.
Aww.
Alright then, folks. I declare this live stream a success because I've had fun and that was really the only point of it. And I also declare... I'm scared to do this. The start of this game. Open. Oh my goodness.
I'm waiting for stream to catch up.
Oh my word. It's in my fans somewhere. Oh, it's in my hair. Remember, the SAS system is turned off. We are slowly accelerating. The tyres squeak noises.
This content is supported by Viewer Plus.
Hello folks, I'm back. Stretched my legs, say hi to the family, got myself some water, and we are going to get back to some more Transport Fever 2. Remember folks, if you're new to Transport Fever 2 and you want to know what it's like compared to OpenTTD, well, I have a video for that. It was released a couple of, well, it was last weekend I think it was, wasn't it? Hellish is probably still finding the confetti in his office. I was finding that confetti for a long time. I think it's all gone now. And my computer's been moved out and my shelves have been cleaned. Although I do still have another one. So what do you think? Should we do like a when we get to 100 Viewer Plus subscribers? Maybe? Should we do this and some giveaways? Maybe? We'll see. I'm just going to get this vehicle here. I'm going to change to a slightly smaller one because it doesn't seem to be making money very well. It's moving oil and stuff, so let's just switch that. There we go. Probably this one as well. Why? I don't know. Right, okay. Let's just switch it out. Oh. Yeah, there we go. 100 Viewer Plus, maybe. Yeah, what are we on at the moment? Let's have a look. We are on 86, yes. So we're only 14 away. We need 14 more Viewer Plus subscribers to hit that 100 mark. And then we're going to have a celebration. We will. I don't know exactly what that celebration will be, but we'll have some sort of celebration. We'll figure it out. We'll work it out amongst ourselves, eh? Right then, what are we doing? Let's fix some more of these vehicles. Just a few of them. So on this service, on this bad plank service, we need a rate of 400. We're transporting what looks like ice cream sandwiches. Let's transport the ice cream sandwiches. And we also need to sell a load of these because we've got too many now. There we go, that's about right. And we'll do the bad tools service. It's not a bad service. Let's see, tools is going to be this one. There we go. I'll leave that as it is. Bad planks turns into good planks. I don't think it does actually. Where does this go to? Oh, it provides it to into Badger. Okay, so what's the request? 127. Oh, we've overdone it then. Because we're doing 300 and something. Okay, manage vehicles. Let's sell that. Sell another one. We only need 127 on the rate. 200, that's fine. That'll do. Every now and then, if we just nip in here, grab a line and just upgrade the vehicles because they are terrible, then I think we'll be okay. So we're doing iron. That's going to be 33 million. But the rate should be 800, not 200. Wow, 2,400. Okay, let's get rid of a load of these. Sell them. Yeah, we need to get rid of a lot of these vehicles. We're going to get a lot of our money back. Yeah, we still need a little bit more gone. There we are. Right, that's more like it. That's more like it. There we are. You need to match the output of the factory with the rate on the line. Yes and no. Depends where the factory's going and what it's doing. Because that factory and that line was supplying that city and that city alone, you're not going to be able to shift any more than what the city needs. So you need to match the rate on the city. Right, Ken? I'm pretty sure that's right. So over here in Badgertown is collecting the tools, and it only needs 127's worth of tools. Now the factory is outputting more than 127, because we're also supplying it down to the dock and going out across the sea and giving it to other places, right? But the road vehicles only need to be able to do that 127 worth in rate. So I'm pretty sure I'm right, but please do correct me if I'm wrong on that. Where are we taking it to? We're taking it to Fed next to sea. I don't think we need to take it anywhere else. We could take tools down here. Could take tools down there as well. Right, a few more vehicles. Let's do these ones. Manage these vehicles. This one, apparently, well, I don't know what rate we need. So these are the... What are we doing? Are these going to all of the places? Hang on. Oh no, they're just all the same colour. That's why I'm getting confused. Let's change it to a slightly different colour. There we go. It's going into Anvil Bay. And Anvil Bay needs 200-ish. It needs 200. And we are set for a rate of 200. Okay, so our vehicles are looking pretty good on that. We do need... Oh, I just cloned them all. I just accidentally cloned them all. Okay, let's change them. We need to do that one. And the rate is huge now because not only did I clone them, but I upgraded them. So let's fix that. So the rate we're looking for is 200. And the rate, now I've deleted those vehicles, is 500 and something. Let's get rid of that. Come on. Right, 390. Come on, we're going to get close to 200 here. Rate is now 224. Perfect, that'll do. Agreed. When delivering to a town, but not when shifting between other stuff. Yes. So there we go. That one's done. Lovely. And we fixed this piece of road. Are there any other bits of road that really need fixing? God, is there a lot of passengers here? Yeah, there's some. Not a massive amount. We've got quite a lot. Have we got quite a lot of fuel building up here? 35. No, it's not a lot of fuel. There's a little bit of fuel. I like this. This is a nice, efficient pick up and drop off place. There's hardly ever any trucks here, and there's hardly ever any stuff lying around because it just goes in and out wonderfully. Yeah, looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Everything looks good down there. Oh, there's a farm here. Just a random farm on an island. Oh, 2 more farms. There is some iron ore there and a steel mill here, which could potentially be connected up. But then where would... Oh, and there's also some coal mines down there, which would probably be really good for the steel mill. But then where would the steel go? Like, you'd need to turn the steel into something and then have it accepted somewhere. We haven't got that. Right, how are the lines getting along? 12 million on the main line, so the lines are making some good money. Ignoring the Heritage Railway and the Nix Fuel line, we've got 1 train. Oh, they're 2 trains. Okay, these 2 trains are not quite making great money. They're quite long and, yeah, not that full. Let's remove a carriage off each one. That's going to make them cheaper to run and probably accelerate up to top speed quicker. Hopefully, that means that they'll make more money. Okay, let's do another set of vehicles. Now we're doing the Brandon Fuel Service. This one's a bit weird because we go to 2 different towns. We go to one, then we go to the other, and then we go to one and the other. That one's 120. This one's 122. So as long as we're at the 130-ish mark, we should be okay. So, manage vehicles, select all of them, upgrade to this one. And then... Oh, hang on a second. No, it needs to be at the 400 and something. Because we're also shifting that much crude oil to the other place. So we are slightly over. Let's sell one of these. Yeah, maybe another 2. Yeah, there we go. That's about right. Yeah, it does crude oil and oil and fuel. And the crude oil is going to be a rate of 400. So we need that to be a rate of 400. So that's sorted. And look at the power bus. Very bad condition on that particular bus. Let's upgrade them to the new ones. There we go. Have a look at the money. Now the money is going to have jumped down again sometime soon on this chart. Because again, I've been spending it on new vehicles. But overall, we're doing quite... Where's the headquarters? Oh, I forgot to look at the headquarters. It's on an island somewhere, right? Where's the headquarters gone? Oh, is it over here? I can't remember where I put the headquarters. Where did I put it? I could have sworn it was on an island somewhere around here. I'm not seeing it. Hang on a second. Headquarters. Relocate. No, it just allows me to pick it up. Oh, okay, we've got a lot of assets, a lot of liquid. Got no debt, a value of nearly $1 billion. Oh, there's the profit. Operating I would love to see an operating profit graph. Cargo transported total is nearly 1 billion units of cargo. No, sorry, 1 million. Nearly added 3 extra zeros. 72 lines. 14 different cargo types. There's a new cargo demand. Never mind. Where's the HQ? Right, I want to find this HQ. So. Top left has by name. Top left. Oh, there we go. Thank you. There it is. I was in the right part of the world, but I was looking kind of northish of Anvil Bay rather than kind of eastish. But it still looks the same. I think we deserve a better headquarters than that. What can we do to spruce it up? We could add a couple of posts. And a bench. So we can sit down and have a look at everything. What we got? Railings, hydrant, fire hydrants. Put a hydrant there just in case everything catches on fire. Traffic lights? We don't need traffic lights. Antennas? Oh, there's all sorts down here. Trash cans. Do not enter sign. Yeah, we could probably put some of them down, maybe. A park fountain? Oh, it's got more benches and more lamps. Let's do that. Let's rotate it so that we can have... There we go. So we've got a red bench for the boss and some green benches for like the other employees. Do not enter the HQ. Yeah, let's go inside the HQ. Oh, there we go. Oh. It's not much of a view. I mean, the fountain looks nice. Got some birds in the sky. Actually, it's quite nice. Palm trees, beach. Actually, we need a big beach. Can we get more of a beach? Let's say paint tools, beach. There we go. I wonder, how do I remove loads of trees? By clicking lots. Let's have a bit of a beach round here. Build a sandcastle. Some people say I get distracted quite easily. Other people say, hey look, he's building a train. There we go. There we go. We got now a way down to the beach. That's better. We've got a fountain and our own little beach. Oh, I said we was going to fix things today, and that's what we're fixing. Right, how much fuel have we got? 33? Oh no. This is like the worst fuel line ever. It is the worst fuel line ever. Some of the train services are almost like making profit. Yeah. Hey, Hellish, you sometimes get distracted. Oh, a beach! Yeah. Sometimes I do. Alright, let's check these roads. Yep, these roads down here look like they're going to be handling the traffic quite nicely. Need a ferry service to the HQ? Yes. I mean, we do have a ferry service around here. Goes past the HQ. Can we, like, put a dock in? Like a tiny dock. That's the smallest dock you can have. Wow. Why won't it rotate? Is it because it's snapping? It is, it's snapping. We could put that dock there and get the ferries to kind of nip along the way. But there are some ferries that go backwards and forwards in this bay. You just have to swim out to the ferry. What's this? Fish. Easter egg, that says. It's a nice little Easter egg. Well, Old Tim Town's getting absolutely no supplies whatsoever. But it does have some destinations. And it does have some traffic. And the quality of the emissions is actually not too bad. So the town has actually grown not too bad. It's actually had a little bit of growth. Got some nice little buildings in there. Despite us not taking any fuel. Right, let's get some old vehicles. The Jack Coles service. We've got a rate of 1,000? Why have we got a rate of 1,000? The rate should be for 1,200, right? Yeah, rate should be 1,200, I think. Or something around that mark, anyway. So, let's replace these vehicles. Cargo, tipper truck, 12 million. And then we need to delete a load of them because we've ordered too many. That's not enough. We need some more. No, don't sell them. Clone them. What are we up to now? Kind of need one more. There we go. Dock, ferry, swim, fish, yes. Yeah. Or a pontoon. Somebody, or just somebody just ferrying people backwards and forwards in a paddle boat. Just like some sort of peddler or something. Yeah, that's what we need. Right, let's do another one. So, the Gel bus line has got some old vehicles on it. Let's manage these vehicles. Let's replace them for the latest super bus. And also, we've got a couple of other bus services that need replacing for the latest super bus. Oh, nearly the wrong ones. There we go. A paddle rickshaw. Yes! Yes, that's exactly. Or you can't really have a water Segway. A water Segway. Oh, apparently they kind of exist. And they're called Weebos. Is the Segway of the sea. They're like little motorboats, little circular motorboats. I don't know. Okay, we've got 5 people watching on Twitch. That's fine. If you want to watch on Twitch, that's okay. But over on YouTube, we stream at a higher screen resolution and a higher bit rate. If you want to come and join us. Trains are zooming around now, which is brilliant. Lots of the vehicles are no longer breaking down. So that's good too. Oh, look at that. There we go, folks. Every single service is in profit except that city fuel line and the Heritage Railway. How many mods am I running? 0. This is a vanilla Let's Play. Last series was vanilla, this series was vanilla, and I might run a modded series in the future. But for now, we're keeping things as the developers made it. And we're just using the base game. But that's brilliant. I'm happy with that. That's brilliant. I mean, I don't think we're ever going to get this fuel service working. I mean, I've tried making the train smaller. I've tried making the train slower. I've tried connecting it to an extra town. It's just nothing. Nothing is going to make this train actually profitable, ever. Unless the towns like grow loads and require more fuel, which I don't think they're going to. Next town requires 24 fuel. We're not quite getting all 20 fuel in there at the moment. There's a tiny amount. What about Fed next to sea? Where's that gone? There it is. That one's grown to 57. Actually, this one's grown. Okay, let's check this. Oh, yeah, there's some more places that are not in our catchment anymore, I think. A couple of buildings down here. So if we look at our catchment of our... Oh no, I think that is in our catchment. Yeah. Oh, it's difficult. It's right on the edge. Is there anything we can do? If we put a straight line through here, that'll expand our catchment, I think. Will they let me just destroy absolutely everything for that? Let's see. Country roads. If we do a one-way small street from here to there, 5 buildings will be removed, but we might improve our catchment. We did! Change to trucks. No, stop! No, Ken! Look, we've got a small little road through the middle here, and our catchment just grew, and we've got the whole entire area now. Yeah, we've got them all. We've got even a little bit further down now. I'll kill the fuel buildings. I don't think I will. The fuel buildings were further in the city. Don't worry, I killed 0 fuel buildings. So, it looks like I solved the problem. That train might actually make some money now. What we got waiting down here? 37, 38. Has demand gone up? Let's have a look. Customers. Yes, look, Fed next to sea is now 53, 54. It's going to be good. It's good? Good. It's going to be good. 55. Demand is climbing. 56. We might actually be able to make this train profitable yet. You never know. It could happen. We've got 42 waiting. How much fuel can our train carry? Up to 60. We might actually need to add another bit on there. What's the two added together? Yeah. Now the demand is bigger than the length of the train. So we actually need to make the train bigger again. Where's it gone? Here it is. It's about to come in. Let's customize this vehicle. Add one more on the end. Gives us 100 capacity. Oh, hang on a minute. No, because we already had room for another 80 capacity. Yeah, we already had room for that. Forget it. There was already space on the train. I just hadn't done it. It's definitely gone up. And all I did was add that one piece of road to more directly connect the town to the centre of the city. And you know what? Pedestrians are using it. They love that road. Make money! Yeah, one of our passenger services isn't quite... Oh, actually, come to think of it, though. This is another one of those services where I've got 3 carriages on the train, but I don't think we need it. Capacity of 66. We've only got 35 on that train. And 50. Oh, we've got 54 on that train. I think we do need the capacity. Okay, cancel that. That's fine. It's okay. Oh, one of the passenger services are coming in. No one's got a pantograph. Oh, it doesn't actually connect up though properly, does it? Oh, it does. The electric trains do connect to the wire. So we just weren't looking properly earlier when we thought that. How much is the main line making? 17 million now. Wow. Look at that. Oh, profits are shooting up. We've actually had a very positive effect. So before the stream, we were making money. I think that's a bit generous. Probably at kind of this sort of rate. And then we made some changes and our rate increased. And we made some more changes and our rate has increased even more. Our money is nearly shooting straight up. And I don't think we're going to be able to get it to go straight up. Because that I don't think is possible. I don't think it's possible. Right, let's have a look at our fuel train. Ooh. Look at the finances. Oh, look, the cost did come down. Cost went... Can you see that? The cost went down when we changed the configuration of the train. And the amount that we've been making has gone up. So if we can just make it go up a little bit more... Oh, come on! Yeah, 100% profit. I don't think that's going to be really possible. I'm really happy with these roundabouts. I know I said it before. I'll say it again. Proud of myself. Traffic flows quite good through there. Right, so the demand now. What's demand now on the consumers? 57.25. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not good, but it's very good compared to what it was like earlier. Terrible. Ooh. We got any more big buildings in the towns? No, just one big building there. What's this? This is closing down. We don't care about that steel mill. Hey Gerard, welcome. Hi James, welcome to the stream. I think people are starting to clock off work, aren't they, eh? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just getting emails from Steam now about stuff on my wish list. By the way, folks, if you missed the beginning of the stream, I asked your opinion of what you would like this slot to be filled with when we finish this Transport Fever series. So if anybody's got any ideas of a game that I'm not currently doing on any other series, a game, ideally one that I've at least played somewhat before. I don't want to do a brand new game straight out the gate as a live series. Or, you know, and something that I could potentially do, then Yeah, let me know. Shout out. You're on vacation. You'd normally be at work. Ah, James. Well, hope you're enjoying your vacation there. How is our Euro line doing? This is the entrance to the tunnel. And it goes under the water here. Comes out here. The take star. It's my daughter coming home from school. That's what that announcement was. It'll go off again. Don't know if you heard that in the background. We got 2 of those trains. One... I don't know where that is. Where are you? Oh, you're heading away. That's the other one, I think. Is that the other one? Looks like it. Is that the other take star? I didn't get to see. It's going too fast. Come back. Never mind. I'll catch up with it here. Yes, it is. Wow, this station's busy. See, that's the end of the main line on the right, and this is like the extension to the main line. Not sure what state is in nowadays, but City Skylines 2 is an option for this slot. Potentially, Gerard. Yeah, I mean, City Skylines 2 was never that terrible on high-end systems. To be honest, if they'd have turned around and said, "Hey, you know what? We're going to do 2 months of early access, and then we're going to release the game just to make sure that it's running nicely on everybody's machines and we've got the features how we want them," I don't think there would have been the outcry that there would have been, that there was. Set a bit of expectations on that. But I have done some City Skylines 2 already. I've got a bit of a let's play going on it. I might can that one and start a new one though. I think it could be a good one for this slot. The take star's about to go in the tunnel though. Let's try and get this right. There we go. Yeah, that's one of the games that I'm currently considering. You'll never want to make 100% profit. Profit means tax. Better you pay the income to the investors. Basic Amazon finance lessons. Oh well, finance lessons. I could maybe do with finance lessons. I know pretty much nothing about finance. I suppose, technically. Oh, somebody DM'd me. I wonder if it's important. Oh well. Well, I'm going to have a quick look while we're riding this train. Oh, right. Yeah, it's alright. It's fine. Right, come on you. You go and enjoy your journey. Look at these passengers. Train's quite full. It's not overcrowded, but it's quite full. There's a skybox down there. It's not very often you see the skybox down there, is it? I think it's about to come up. It's not at capacity. There's definitely space left in there. Oh, visually it's not. I don't know if it actually was at capacity. Let's see if we can find it. There it is, down at the bottom of the tunnel. Oh, it is actually at capacity. Okay, so that's weird. So according to the thing, this train's at capacity, but I can see spare seats. So I don't think something's right there. You tell me that that's at capacity? I don't think so. Look, plenty of people. What time is it? It is 4:45? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, right. How is everything else going on now we've done some adjustments? Okay, money is pretty good on pretty much every service. Yes! Programming laziness is fine. I don't know if it's laziness. It must be very difficult to get all the details like that in a relatively complex game like this working. I've just noticed the Heritage Line is costing us 4 million a year. People better be riding it. Where's the Heritage Railway? Here we go. This is where the Heritage Railway comes and goes from. I'm not seeing any of the trains though. Oh, there's one. I must say, it looks good though. Paying the higher maintenance on these trains definitely keeps them looking brand spanking new. Yeah. It's a nice looking train though. I'm glad we kept a couple of these steam trains. Send one of the heritage trains back to the museum. Oh, I don't want to send it to the museum. I like the heritage trains. And people are still riding it as well, look. A few people in each carriage. That train alone uses 90% of the company's carbon budget. Probably. Let's have a look at the emissions around there. Where's the emissions? Emissions. I mean, yeah, these houses here are getting very high emissions. You can see the band of emissions from that railway line. It's not that bad. I mean, you compare that to the airport. That's not good. It's very bad. I think everything in front of the airport just needs to die. These water routes, not doing very good in terms of emissions. And the airport here again. And also, having the airport pointing at a city, not good. Airports should point out into open water so that you're not annoying the towns with their pollution. I can't zoom out any more than this. What's the hotkey for that? Keypad 9. There we go. Overall, I think the emissions aren't too bad. Apart from the airports. There's just really the airports. You can see where the shipping lanes are. Like this. Would be a nice, neat feature if you could charge separate prices on the lines. What, you need different prices for different cabins? Because the amount of money you get depends on the service of the line. If it's like newer and faster and all that sort of thing, you get more money out of it. Right, how's this fuel situation coming along? We're not going to get any more on the fuel side there. So the question is now whether the train is doing okay. That's better. If you look at the recent data on it, costs were going down, profit is going up. So if you ignore this bit, woo! That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen at all. We would plant some trees. We could plant some trees, couldn't we? There's the navigable waters. What's this? Land use layer. Oh, I see. Okay. Commercial, residential, industrial. I don't think we've actually looked at this yet. Track speed limits. Yeah, some of these are a bit slow around here. That's fine. Seeing of your all your Transport Fever videos, but this is the first time live. Okay, really enjoying typing out your frustrations rather than shouting in the stream. That's why we do it live. We do it live so you can sit here and go, no! Don't do it like that. You've never used any of the layers? Oh, come on, Badger. Oh. Public transport, private transport. A lot of private transport going along on some of these routes. That's something that we never actually got working properly, was a passenger connection between Riptown and Anvil Bay. There isn't really a good way of doing it. Cargo layer. Stations layer. I mean, it just basically highlights your stations for you. Oh, this is the overloaded station. Oh, okay, so if they're blue, they're good. If they're red, they're poor. So if you want to go around the map and have a look for any red stations, and that looks a little overloaded, but it's okay apparently. Let's have a look at that actual list now. So overload. We've got one that's very poor. And it's this station here apparently. Okay, let's have a look at the eggplants line. We need another road vehicle. I'm not sure what's going on here. We've got 2 different logs being pushed in. So that can be 400 production. That one can be 400 production. So in theory, this eggplants route wants to be 1,200. We need another road vehicle. Okay, now it's what? Yeah, we got enough now. Why so few bus stops in towns? I don't know. Really, the only reason I put the bus stops in was to be able to ferry, like to get the coverage from the different parts of the town to the train stations. I never really put in a full bus service. Looks like you have a ferry system between Rip and Anvil. Oh, I do, but it's not not in the main town. Where's it gone? Here. Well, actually, there's a ferry service between these 2 bits, but this is both Riptown. It's not actually Anvil Bay. Oh, hang on a minute. Maybe I do have ones that go through. Oh, I do. It's these guys. It's the Rip ship. And yeah, that's true. The towns have grown since the buses are put in. So ideally, you'd like put them out there. Hi, pal. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, need a drink of water there. Hang on a second. There we go. So yes, we have got some ships, and they're making some profit actually, which is quite good. They haven't got a lot of people on board, but there is a service between the 2 towns. I wonder when we'll get Jack Rip ship. I mean, Jack's on the wrong side of town. I mean, on the wrong side of the land. There is a Jack Rip train service that also goes Nix. It's called the Rip Nix Jack. Of course. So, right then, let's get a few more vehicles fixed. Oh wow, there's only a few more road vehicles that are in very bad condition. Okay, but they are just road vehicles. If we look at all vehicles, oh, we've nearly done them all. Oh, cool. Right, the eggs log service, let's replace these ones. They're transporting logs, so it has to be those ones. And the last, the Rip shuttle. I think this ship needs to be replaced for the same. And then the anvils, the ones that we were just looking at, they need replacing again for the hovercraft. And that's none of our vehicles now are in a very bad condition. We've got some that are in bad, none of them are in very bad. So all our vehicles are fixed. Our lines are nearly all making brilliant money. It's just this one again. You know what? I am going to take a carriage off these. I feel like that we've just got a little bit too long. So our lines are doing quite well. Some of them are teetering up and down between making profit and not making profit. Some of them are making loads. One of them's not, but that's the Heritage Railway. We don't care about that. Heritage Railway is it goes along this coastline. There's one of them now. And we've got one station that's overloaded, and it's this one, which is weird because I could have sworn I put plenty of coal trucks down. I did. So why is that station overloaded? Maybe we've got to slow down because the trucks can't go as fast as what they would need to. Because we've got some slower roads. I don't know if I can upgrade this one. I don't think I can. Even if I try and change it to like a small country road. Oh, I can. Oh, it is already a small country. No, that's better. Can I get it up to a normal road? No, we got some big collisions there. Oh no, hang on, I try and get as much as possible upgraded. There we go. It's not perfect, but there's a little bit of an upgrade going there. Skylar, new here. How's it going? New to Transport Fever 2 with only 100 hours. It's going good, actually. You've kind of joined at the kind of top of the series, so to speak. Everything's running beautifully. We're making good profits. It hasn't always been like that. It's been a struggle at times. We've struggled with cash, figuring things out, working things, getting better. But throughout the series, I think we've made it. I think I'm very happy with the way that it's gone. So, yeah, feel free to, skip back in the series. There is a playlist. And check things out or ask any questions. I'm not sure if we're going to have another Transport Fever stream next week. But we might. We might. Yeah, that is still a little bit overloaded. Okay, let's add a couple more vehicles. That's probably going to be too many vehicles now, but we'll see. So, we've got a couple of places which are overloaded. This is overloaded again. How is this overloaded? Throw a couple more vehicles at it. So most of our stations aren't overloaded, okay? And most of our vehicles are in good conditions. We've got a few aircraft that's slipping into the very bad category. And most of our lines are making good money and doing okay. Probably ought to replace those aircraft now. Yeah. You struggle with train lines, making things work. Been catching up on everything. Love the channel. Enjoy the content. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, it can be difficult, this game, sometimes. And there's a lot of kind of concepts with learning about the amount of production and the rate of a line and how the relationship between them and not getting trains that are just the most fastest ones or that have the most pulling power, or doing the full length trains, because there's no point sometimes, and it costs a lot of money and you don't need it. Like, for example, our silly fuel train. Where is it? There it is. It's still not making any money. It's still not pulling a profit. I've tried. I've failed. This is going to be my failure of the series, this. Trying to make this train actually give us profit. It's only got 3 fuel on board. It's like, from that city in the background is where it did its last drop. It's gone all the way from that city, across that water, down here, it's come into this city, and it's got 3 fuel on board. Why has it got 3 fuel? Why is it only 3? What's this town want? 25. But it's been satisfied. It's not easy. Frag Steel says, the game looks pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. If you want to know more about Transport Fever, I did do an OpenTTD Transport Fever comparison video not long ago. Should be highly recommended on my YouTube channel. This station's quite busy. We've got the main line going through one part and a busy line coming into the second side. We're about to have another train come into through on the main line, and we're going to have the fuel train exit. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Right. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but I think it has to be done. Sometimes I hate this part of a series. I'm going to pause it there. I think we're going to leave it there, folks. I think that's going to be the series. We have 500 million in the bank account. The balance of our company is just shooting up and up and up, as is our company value. We have no loan and we're making so much money. Nearly all of our lines are doing profit, and some of them are doing lots of profit. And the Heritage Railway that isn't doing very good profit, we did on purpose. The next fuel line was a bit of a failure, but I think it was always going to be difficult with 2 towns that didn't really need much fuel being far away and carried by train. Most of our vehicles are in a good condition and making some good money. Our standout train is train 17, making us 7 million in the last lot of its balance on the other main line. Not the main line, the other main line. Our aircraft didn't do too well at the beginning, but when I slimmed down the number of aircraft in our service, we did actually start seeing some profit from those guys. So it was nice to have a little bit of profit from the airports as well. None of our towns are very poorly, stations are very poorly met. In fact, most of them are looking very good, and the maintenance on them, not great. We do actually, if you discount the airports, we do actually have a port that costs us quite a lot of money to run. And this station, this passenger station, is the most expensive one. I'm not 100% sure why. I think it's because we've got 2 big buildings on the front and quite a lot of platform. And overall, we've connected up a lot of industries, a lot of railway, and a lot of lines. I have had great fun doing this, and I hope you've enjoyed this journey of exploring this game with me. If we do this again, it will likely be a modded series at some point in the future. Got some interesting stuff coming up on the channel, so if you are following along with this stream right now and you are not subscribed, I highly recommend you do so to get more of me and my content, and probably more strategy, simulation, more trains and transport, and retro gaming, of course, as well, with nostalgic looks into games like OpenTTD, Transport Tycoon, and Roller Coaster Tycoon World. But that's going to be all for this series. It feels like a good point to do it. Success, apart from 1 fuel train, all around. So, thank you very much, everybody. We'll leave it there. I will see you at the weekend for the 2 videos I've got lined up. I'll see you next week for the streams. Remember, our community game on Monday night will be Lord of the Rings, and we'll be on the Discord all together. Anybody can join in, and that'll be streamed on my second channel. So go over to my website, and at the bottom of the website, the link to the variety channel. And I think I've got some pretty cool ideas for filling this slot for next week. So stay tuned to find out what they are. Thanks, everybody. Take care. And for now, goodbye.